Hey there, sisters. How's everyone doing out there today? Happy, what day is it? Tuesday. I had an amazing day today. I did many booking phone calls, and I went out and warm chattered. I coached some of my team members, and I'm about to get ready for family worship. But I wanted to leave this really quick message in here to my sisters. I just love this group. And I know there have been a lot of questions just about balancing your spiritual life and pioneering while working your business, especially going through DIQ. Some of you have that goal to become sales directors, and I want you to know that it is totally possible. You can absolutely do it. Thanks to Jehovah, I was successfully able to complete DIQ as a regular pioneer. Hey guys! And not only that, but I was able to work a full-time job, pioneer, and work my Mary Kay business before completing DIQ as well. So I do not recommend that long-term at all. But here's what I do want you to understand about the whole balancing your schedule, pioneering, and working your business. And whether you're a pioneer or you're working to do more in Jehovah's service, the same information applies to you. So number one, sisters, it has to be very clear as to why you're doing this. Whether you're just building your business and trying to get it set up on the front end, or if you're going into DIQ, why is it that you're working your Mary Kay business, pioneering, doing whatever it is that you're doing? When I was doing all of that, my goal was clearly to leave my full-time job. I did not want to work for the man anymore. And so I recognized that I was going to have to do more work on the front end. And I was going to be a little tired. But guess what? I still had time for everything. You have to accept that if this is what you're going to do, there's going to be short-term sacrifice, but it's going to be a long-term gain. It will be so worth it. It is still so worth it. I could not imagine going back and working for the man. I don't want to do it. Every time I want to slack off and not do my stuff, I go like, oh no, I don't want to work for the man. Let me get myself together. I want to stay in my pioneer service. So again, when I was working my JOB, I knew that as I was building, I had to be super consistent. There were certain things I had to sacrifice temporarily while I was working on my goal. And even having said that, I was still there for my family. I was still there for the friends. I was still giving my service time. I just wasn't shutting the gatherings down, if you know what I mean, because I was that person that I had to shut everything down. I had to say yes to every single thing. So while I was going through this, the only thing that was important to me was, of course, my family, of course, my vow as a regular pioneer, and my commitment to the company that I was going to become a sales director. Okay, so you may ask, well, how in the world were you able to do all that? Were you asking? I'm glad you did. Okay, guys, this is what you're going to hear from me a lot. Who knows what this is? Weekly plan sheet. I cannot live without one. My life would be utter chaos without a weekly plan sheet. Before I go any further, I just want to, let you know that my schedule by no means is perfect. I don't think there's anything as such thing as a perfect schedule. You will find yourself revamping and working with your schedule until it works for you. So be okay with that. Totally cool with that. All right. So we all know Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says there is an appointed time for everything under the sun. So you have to use your weekly plan sheet to create an appointed time for everything in your schedule. And so a couple of tools that I have. Number one is I'm getting a lot of, that was one of my clients. Okay. Sorry. I'm a little I personality here. What was I saying? Yes. Brain dump. You have to do a brain dump. Basically what that is you take, I can't find my notebook right now, but I have a notebook. It's a journal. Every single week, I prefer Sundays. I just take an hour, dump everything out of my brain that I know needs to be accomplished for that week. And, that's including family. It includes all the personal study that I want to get done for the week, field service, including Bible studies, return visits, people I need to visit, of course, meetings, then Mary Kay time. And there is time for everything. When you're in DIQ and pioneering, nothing else matters. Like, nothing else matters, but, you're going to go to all your meetings. You're going to go in field service. You're going to do your personal study. You're going to be with your family. But really, that's it. You just don't have time for any other extracurricular things at the moment, temporarily. And you're going to want to let your family know that you're going to be really busy during this time period and just enroll their help. And, Eric was amazing. He was amazing because he was like, oh, no, girl, I'll cook for myself. We can order pizza. So just make sure your family's enrolled. But again, make sure you dump everything down in a notebook that you need to accomplish for your family to make sure that everything is still running and for your business. Another tool that I use to this day, because like I said, I'm always revamping my schedule, but it is this schedule template. Anybody familiar with this? This was in our meeting workbook, July 2016. Okay. And I think it's just amazing of our brothers at the branch to create this for us, because they realize that there are some people who, while working full time, still have a desire to pioneer, and some people do need to work full time. So they provided an example or several examples of what your schedule can look like if you are working part-time or if you're working full-time. If you guys don't have this, it's in the July 2016 meeting workbook. And I love it. I have several of these. I have one printed on my refrigerator. But anyway, go over this, choose which one works for you, and create your own schedule. I don't know if she remembers this or not, but Brianna Gossett, like back in the day, she helped me to figure out, like, are you the type of person who just wants to have a full day in field service and you just want to focus on that completely? Or do you want to have like service and then Mary Kay in the afternoon, or vice versa, Mary Kay in the morning and then field service in the afternoon? So that's something that you'll have to figure out. And once you have it figured out, then you want to use your weekly plan sheets. You want to use it as an outline. Okay, an outline of what your schedule is going to look like for the week. So I'll show you an example of mine. This one is just a blank template because I've made my outline and I printed out several of them for the month. So, at the end of the month, I might revamp my schedule again. You just don't know with me. I can do anything. But I can do that because Mary Kay's my full-time gig now. But anyway, as you can see, this goes from 6 to 10 at night. I usually do my personal study and all of that early in the morning. My Voxer girlfriends know I'm like up, oh, hey guys, early, leaving them messages after I've done that. But I do have everything color-coded. This here says the job is orange. My vocation is my regular pioneering. So the way I set this up is, my husband and I, we go out together on Sundays after the meeting for 4 hours. Wednesday from 8 until 2, I go out. Thursday early morning, I hook up with my hermanas latinas en el servicio del campo. And then on Saturday, same thing, 8 to 2. With that schedule, that gives me about 19 hours. And with that, you guys, you still have time for vacation at the end of the year, whenever you need to, or whenever things come up. There's still time. And even looking at this, there's still a lot of blank spaces. So there really is time for everything. So anyway, the point of this story is, whether you're pioneering or whether you're simply striving to do more in your service to Jehovah, and you're working to balance your Mary Kay life, you want to go into DIQ, know your why. And why not? Why not build a business with Mary Kay to help you support support you more in your ministry, because you will not find this kind of flexibility anywhere else. You just won't. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. DIQ, do the work on the front end. Yeah, you're going to be kind of tired, but it's going to be so worth it. At the end, it will pay off. And brain dump, get it all out on paper. Weekly plan sheet. Weekly plan sheet. Weekly plan sheet. Weekly plan. I can't say it anymore. Anyway, love you guys. And I really hope that this was helpful to someone. And I can't wait to see so many of you at leadership. Take care. Mwah.